Hi, this is Kavita again. Today's class is a very gentle flow, very short practice that you can use before going to bed, or the first thing you wake up in the morning, or even at the end of a really difficult class, or maybe end of my core class. So today I'll begin in Sukhasana, which is a nice comfortable cross-legged position. You can take any comfortable position you feel like. And I'll begin with a gentle moment of silence here. I'll close my eyes. And today's breath will be what's called three-part yogic breathing, or otherwise known as Dirgha Pranayam in Sanskrit. You can take your hands in Gyan Mudra, which is index and thumb touching, resting your back of your wrist on the insides of your thighs. Slight tuck in your chin, allowing you to create a little space at the back of your neck. Root your sit bones in towards the floor. Lengthen out from the base of your spine and carry that length all the way up to the crown of your head. In this breath, we'll begin with filling up our lower belly, and then filling up our lower rib cage, and then eventually filling up our chest here. And then as you exhale, you want to first empty out your chest, empty out your lower rib cage, and then empty out your belly to squeeze through to empty out the breath here. And then you'll inhale again through your nose, filling out your lower belly. Take that fill all the way into the mid-region, and then to your upper chest. And then as you exhale again, reversing the exhale first from your chest, sinking, allowing your ribcage to draw in, allowing your belly to draw in, belly button into your spine, and then go ahead and take a new inhale again. As you move along, maybe counting in your mind, 2 breaths, feeling the rise of your belly. 2 breaths, feeling the rise of your ribs. 2 breaths, feeling the rise of your chest. And then exhaling again. 2 counts, squeezing through your chest. 2 counts, squeezing through your ribs. And 2 counts, squeezing through your belly. A couple more inhales and exhales using your Dirgha Pranayam today. And we use the same breath throughout class as we move along. This breath not only allows you to use full expansion of your lungs, it calms your mind down, it lowers your blood pressure, it also very mindfully brings your awareness to the pattern of your breath. Most of the day when we breathe, most of us have a very shallow breath pattern originating in our upper chest here, and then exiting again from the same area. Hardly ever, unless you mindfully make it a point, we initiate our breath from the base of our spine and then empty it out all from the top. Gently open your eyes with a few blinks. Take your gaze down towards the floor and then lift your gaze back to the horizon. We'll stretch here, sitting in this position for a couple moments, and then maybe we'll take it on our hands and knees. And then if it feels really good, we could even go up to a downward facing dog, but downward facing dog will be the most challenging posture in today's class. So let's go ahead and begin. Keep your hands by your sides, and then as you inhale, filling from your lower belly, take a deep inhale, take your hands up towards the ceiling, lengthen again, same inhale, and then as you exhale, first drop your palms on the floor, and then continue to exhale by forehead on the floor, maybe, but make sure your sit bones are making contact towards the floor. If your body allows you, maybe you can bow your forehead and touch the forehead on the floor. And then as you inhale, gently drawing your fingertips back towards the center and then down towards the sides of your hips. 2 more in this pattern. Inhale, lift through your fingertips. Rising up, take your gaze up if it feels comfortable. Exhale, palms down, hollowing through your upper thoracic spine, pushing your fingertips towards the front of the room. Sink your sit bones down and then send your forehead to the floor. Inhale all the way back again. Take your gaze up. Inhale, reach your fingers up. Lengthen from the base of your spine. And then as you exhale, plant your palms on the floor, gently pushing your fingers towards the front of the room. Really use this exhale to let go. Hollow your breath, forehead on the floor. Empty out your belly, relax your shoulders, relax your face. And then inhale, gently draw your fingers back to middle. This time we'll take a little bit of side to side body movements here. So same inhale, reaching your fingertips up. As you exhale, bring your right palms to the left knee and then take your left hand back of the room. In place, you'll inhale, lift, and then gently take your gaze behind you as you exhale. We'll hold for another inhale in place. Exhale in place. Gently inhale back to center. Next inhale again, lift your gaze up as your fingers reach up. And then as you exhale, take your left hand to the opposite knee and the opposite hand behind you. Inhale in place, exhale, gaze behind you. One more gentle inhale in place. Exhale everything up. Inhale, hands rise up. Exhale, palms on your thighs. Take a moment here. Inhale. Exhale. Interlace your hands in front of you, and then as you inhale again, flip your palms up towards the ceiling. A little more stronger than having your fingertips away from each other. So really strong in your shoulders here. Allow your elbows to straighten. Plug your shoulder blades back into its socket. Broaden your collarbones. And then on your next inhale, take your gaze up. Exhale, bend your palms or your elbows in cactus and bring your palms in front of you. 2 more. Inhale. Interlacing your hands, flipping your palm up towards the ceiling. Take a deep inhale, gaze lifts up. Exhale, bend your elbows in cactus, palms facing forward, tuck your chin in towards your chest. 1 more. Inhale, interlace your hands overhead. Flip your palms up towards the ceiling, lengthen. Exhale. Gently come out of this position here and then come into a nice all-four position. So in your all-fours, we'll be again stretching your upper body, maybe even stretching your side body, stretching all the way into your toes, your heels, your ankles, your calves. Tabletop is a nice position to start in. Knees right underneath your hips. Shoulders right underneath your wrist there. You may put a gentle bend in your elbows, especially if you're really tight in the shoulders and your wrist. You might want to micro bend in them. Otherwise, keep them straight like I am going to today, and then roll my shoulders gently over my wrist. And I'll take a couple of moments here, rolling my spine to the front of the room, crown reaching forward. As I exhale, I want to sit in a nice wide-legged child pose, and then reaching my palms away from me, coming with my forehead on the floor. Taking a deep inhale in place. Exhale in place. Next inhale, gently leaning forward with my heart, drawing my palms underneath my shoulders, continuing to inhale, reaching my crown to the front of the room, and then exhale, hips sink down, forehead down, chin tucked into your chest. 2 more of this movement, inhaling to lift. If your body allows you to do, you can go all the way down, like almost in a cobra position. Your knees move away, gaze can even reach up, and then exhale. exhale, reach your hips behind you. Inhale, pull yourself forward, sink down into your belly, into your hips, knees reach on the floor as your gaze reach up into the vajrasana, and then push, lift through your hips, sink it behind you. This time as I come in tabletop, I want to square and kind of circle side to side, creating a little stretch in my side body here. Exhale, back down. This time I'm going to circle to the opposite side, coming on an inhale, reaching forward, and then exhale, circling it back down towards my heels. One more on each side. Exhale, let it back. The other side, inhale. Don't forget to use your breath. And sometimes it's nice not only to move with using your breath, but maybe also sometimes you just take these breaths by itself in a seated meditative posture. Coming back midline here, again tabletop, I'm going to lift through my right kneecap. Toes are still on the floor here. Palms are still underneath my shoulders. Gently rolling my heel back and forth. This allows me to create a stretch throughout my right side body, especially starting in my heels, my ankles, my calves feel like they're opening up very gently. I might even feel, or you might even feel it a little bit in your right side hips here. One more breath. And then draw that knee into your chest, push through your palms, allow your chin to drop down towards your chest, and then inhale that knee back. Opposite side, lift through your knees, toes on the floor, gently pedal that heel back and forth. And then draw that knee into your chest as you exhale, holding your belly, pushing your palms away from the floor, chin to chest. Inhale, back down on the floor. Go ahead and come down into this vajrasana here, which is untucked toes. So if you tuck your toes down, or rather keep your toes down on the floor, you will not feel that heel stretch. And I really want you to feel this stretch in your heels, in your instep, in your toes and feet there. Stay a couple of moments right here in silence. Punch your palms on your thighs. Belly in, draw your rib cage in, bring your elbows in, and gaze down. One deep inhale as you fill up your lower belly. Feel that rise. Feel that rise in your mid-thoracic region. Feel that rise in your upper chest. Exhale, first hold from up. Holding in your mid-region, drawing your belly in. One more, inhale. Exhale. Already feel a good amount of stretch in my toes, so I'm going to untuck my toes and then gently tap my toes on the floor. You can go a little faster if you feel like it, or just one toe at a time or 1 foot at a time. Bringing blood circulation back into those feet. And then untuck your toes again, come down with your hips to one side and come back into Sukhasana. From Sukhasana, I'm going to shoot my feet to the front of the room and take a version of forward fold here. So in your first forward fold, I will draw my knees very slightly in, keep my toes pointing down towards my face, sitting on my sit bones, nice tall spine. Inhale with my hands reaching up first, and then as I exhale, I'm reaching towards my toes. So if you don't or cannot reach to your toes, you can bind your hands underneath your thighs. Take another inhale in place, and then exhale from there. Allow your chin to tuck in. Really feel the release in your lower back. Inhale, back up. You can take this as many counts as you like, and then gently straighten through your knees. On the next one, I'll inhale both my hands up again. And then as I exhale, I'm leaning forward to touch my toes. You might be able to touch your toes. You might be able to bind your hands around, or just plant your hands in either sides of your shins. Inhale in place again, and then exhale. Allow your chin to drop into your chest. Allow your gaze to come down. Stay as long as you feel like it. I'm going to inhale, lift through my gaze, come back all the way, support my fingertips on the sides, and reach it all the way back. Vajrasana. Bending your right knee, taking your right insole inside your left thigh. So really important is to ground your sit bones here. Feel it squeezing your pelvis, engaging through all your three energy locks, that's your bandhas here. And this could be it. Really allowing your pelvis to engage, your belly to engage, and tuck your chin in. Now observe how my feet, left standing feet, is internally rotated and my toes are facing towards me. I'm trying my best to push my knees in towards the floor, engaging through that as well. Stay here, or inhale, lift up. Exhale, lean forward, finding your version of your forward fold. Take a couple of breaths here, using that Dirga Pranayam. And then as you inhale, lift through your gaze, rise up. Gently exhale back towards center, and then we'll switch to the opposite side. Right feet to the front, toes towards you. Internal rotation in those feet, knee down. Inhale, engage and squeeze through your bandhas, and then exhale out to a forward fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen again. Exhale, find your version of a fold. More important than touching your toes here is to engage and squeeze through your bandhas and keeping your belly in, squeezing through your pelvis, tucking your chin in, letting go of all tension in your lower back region. Inhale, gently lift back up, and then bring that feet back here to center. Take a moment to release through your knees, tapping your knees on the floor, rotating through your heels and ankles one side and the other side. So we get a little bit of flexion here, pointing your toes away and towards you a couple of times, always staying supported in your position. From there, gently we'll lift off and come back into an easy Sukhasana position over here. So I'll do a little bit of stretch through your shoulders here, stretch into the back of your cervical spine, and very gentle, sitting in any comfortable position. Again, interlace your hands. Reach your hands to the back of your neck. Draw your elbows in towards each other. Inhale in place, and as you exhale, keep drawing your elbows towards each other and tuck your chin in towards your chest as you do that. Create a gentle stretch in the back of your neck. Don't keep pulling. At the same time, you want to feel the stretch, but you don't want to push it. And then inhale, lift up through your chin, through your gaze. Take your hands away from you. Now again, you can use this a couple of times using the same technique to draw your chin in towards your chest, elbow towards each other. And then as you inhale, you lift through your gaze again. This time, bring your hands nice and easy on either sides of your hips. We'll start with our left shoulder. So reach your left hand away from you. So you're really reaching your fingertips. Draw your right ear through your right shoulder. By doing that, you're really stretching in your left side body. Keep your gaze down. Take your deep inhales and exhales. And we'll do the opposite side. Reach your right fingertips away from you. Draw your left ear down to your left shoulder. Keep your chin tucked down. Take a couple of breaths there, really reaching, feeling that stretch on the right side. And then gently come back up to center. Take your hands in prayer, push your elbows up towards away from you towards the ceiling. And then we did this in another video here where we're pushing one palm into the other, taking your gaze to that direction. Feeling that stretch as you come back midline and using that again to feel that stretch on the opposite side. Take this a couple of times. I'll end this video, or rather the seated stretch position here. And now we're going to move into a downward facing dog, most difficult posture for today. So you can come on your hands and knees to get into your downward facing dog. Push your palms into the floor, draw your elbows in towards each other, and then push your palms away from each other, creating a broad shoulder bone there. And then untuck your toes, gently lifting your knees, and push your hips behind you. You can keep your toes together, feet together, and create down dog. Or you can keep them hip width distance, like a very traditional Ashtanga version of down dog. Or you can even, like I said, bring them together in the Hatha style. From here, we'll learn to engage our three bandhas. So first, we'll tuck our chin in towards our chest. Draw belly in. And then squeeze through your pelvis. Sometimes you might want to bend into your knees and lift through your tailbone if that feels easier on you, especially if you're really tight in the back of your heels. You can hold down dog for at least 5 to 10 breaths if it feels comfortable, using that Dirga Pranayama again here. And then come down onto your knees. Whenever you're ready, take a nice wide-legged Ananda Balasana here, child's pose. Drop your forehead down, untuck your toes. Allow your breath to return back to normal breathing pattern. And whenever you're ready, gently lift through your gaze, draw your fingers in towards each other. And you can add on to this practice. You can continue from here or use this practice as a morning short yoga practice, or in the night just before going to bed, to allow you to release tension throughout your body, your lower back, your shoulders, your neck, and your wrist. Thank you so much, and maybe I'll see you again in another video.